अरे अभी मत करो, 2-4 मिनट रुक जाओ.
अभी 4 मिनट और रुको ना भाई.
Oh, एक just hold.
Okay, okay.
Mute है जी सर.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. We are meeting in 2023.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
And I hope everyone is wonderful, fine.
Morning, everyone.
Friends, great. Okay. Today we have International Wetland Day. International Wetland Day is to promote the conservation and protection and wise use of wetlands. And today we have the second part of our symposium. The first part of the symposium was held on 8th of December, where we had 8 presentations, no, I think 12 presentations from many countries. And today we have presentation. One is the expert presentation by Dr. R.K. Garg. And then after that, we have 2 presentations from Philippines, 2 presentations from Nepal, 2 presentations from India. And I hope there may be 1 or 2 presentation from Sri Lanka. The Sri Lanka presentation is here. Okay. So we have 2 hours time today. And we hope this will be a wonderful opportunity for us to meet in 2023. 2023 is going to be very hectic, very busy year for you, for us. First thing is that we are going to have a regional meeting. And after that, we have 2 training workshops, one for the Asian region, one for the Pacific region. Asian region workshop is in Hanoi. The Pacific region workshop is in New Zealand. And then we have a global annual conference this year, which is face-to-face, person-to-person. After 3 years, I'm going to send the mail to every one of you after this meeting with more details. And also we are going to have expedition to the sea in Maldives, September 30th to October 4th. And then I'm sure many of you will be organizing activities and things like that. Please let us keep informed so that we can share with all of you, and then we can have.
Good morning, sir.
Good. From our region. Okay. And if you have any question, you can use chat box. And then we can use the chat box and we can see that how many questions we have. Okay. Vipra, how many students are with you?
So at present, 3 students are there.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, then may I request Dr. Gaur, all the way start the expert, so that after that we can take up
Okay. You have to able me to share my screen. Please allow me to share my
Sir,
screen.
yeah, I have just given you the permission.
So, share screen, okay. Then just now it is the screen of Hina Koshar. When I share my screen, it goes to Hina Koshar. Hello. Hina.
Sir, I have given access to multiple participants can share screen.
So what should I do?
Should I share on your behalf or?
You can share on my behalf. Okay, that will be good. Yeah.
Let me share.
So, good morning, everyone. And as Dr. Deshbandhu has said, that today is the International Wetland Day. And we will be talking about the interactions and interdependence as well as the social and economic relationship with the wetlands of the human beings. Next, please. Now, what is a next, Hina? What is a wetland? Wetlands are the areas where the soil is covering with the water. It may be the sea water, that is the water having salt, lot of salt in it. It may be a brackish water, or it may be a fresh water as the rivers and the ponds and puddles and everything is there. So in general, these wetlands, they support two kind of the vegetation or species. The terrestrial one, which grows on the ground, on the land, as well as the aquatic species. And there are many which are in between them. That means there is an example of certain plants like Limnophila and others, where some part remains submerged in the water, the other part remain outside the water. That means in the air. So there is a dimorphism. There are two kind of the morphological features in that one. Now, all the wetlands generally depend on the place where they are situated. Maybe the climate, the soil of the area, the vegetation in and around the wetlands, the hydrology, that means the chemistry and physics of the water, and of course, the most important is how humans are using those wetlands. So wetlands must have the following three features. First is that they must at least support some kind of the aquatic plants. We call aquatic plants as the hydrophytes. And there is a substrate, that means the ground area or the bottom of that, there should be a hydric soil. That means soil fully covered with the water. And of course, there can be a very important growing season in which at least water should be there. So these are very important features of the wetlands. Next, please. Next, Hina. Yes. So there is a World Wetlands organizations. Every year put some theme to the Wetland Day. And in 2023, the theme is, it is time for the restoration of the wetlands. That means if there are wetlands which are threatened, where the human interference is very high, where we are taking all the advantages as a human being from the wetland, or maybe that our domestic animals and others are disturbing the wetlands, we have to restore those wetlands. Next, please. Next. So in wetlands, we include many kind of the areas. It may be marshes, swamps, bogs, fens, or even a small puddle or pond, or it may have this tidal areas or the flood plains, or the areas where for a very small periods the water is there. So all these kind of the habitats where the water is present either permanently for a year long, or maybe that the water is present for 2, 3, 4 months only, are of course wetlands. Even the rice fields, paddy is a wetland, because in paddy there is a soil below and there is a water submerged plants present, and it may grow many kind of the blue-green algae like nostoc and anibina, which fix the nitrogen. So these are also wetlands. Now, these wetlands provide many things to the human beings. First and the most important is they provide food for vegetarians as well as the non-vegetarians. So there is a food chain, there is a food web, and they provide food as a primary producer also, plants, and as secondary and tertiary and the top producers also. Then we can have much fun in the wetlands. Like you can go to the wetlands, enjoy the wetlands, you can see the beauty of the nature, you can have fun, like you can go for the boating, or many other kind of the water sports activities one can go. Then the wetlands are very important as a water supply, because all the human beings, animals, plants, they depend on the water. So there is a continuous water supply to the human beings from the wetlands. Then wetlands clean our water. They are treated as the kidneys of the nature, because they will clean the water. And of course, they control flood and soil erosion, as well as the erosion by water. They provide habitats for many kind of the birds, that is habitat for the waterfowls. And we all know that all over the world during wintering, there are many birds which migrate from Himalayan regions like maybe Nepal or Bhutan to other areas of the world, or even the European and the Siberian birds, they migrate from the severe winter to a little bit better areas during wintering, that is November, December, January, February in the northern hemisphere. And they rest and they reproduce and they eat food and they again go back to their original places. So all these are the different uses of the wetlands. Next, please. Yeah. So I told you that wetlands provide many things. They dissipate steam energy from flood control. So whatever energy is coming as a very great stream and the flow of the water. So if there is a wetland, there is a talab, there is a pond, what it will do? It will reduce the speed of the water, and thus it will control the flood. There are many products of the wetlands. In India, there are trapa, that is we eat them, or there may be many other kind of the dry fruits and other things which we obtain from this, and there may be some flowers like lotus and others. So we have many products from the wetlands, including cranberries, and of course, whatever the nutrients, sediments, contaminants, etc., are present in the flood water or in the flowing water, that remains in the pond or a lake and get deposited at the bottom. Thus, it actually cleans the water. And of course, we have talked about this, provides habitat to support different kind of the biodiversities, including in the center, that is the plants which are submerged, to the emergent plants, and to the plants which are on the border areas of the wetlands. Then it provides very good recreational and aesthetic services to the human beings. People do camp nearer to these areas, and they go, they boat, and they enjoy, and they recreate themselves. And the most important thing, it provides long-term carbon and water storage. This is very important. And this carbon storage and water storage areas, they actually at the same time replenish the groundwater, and thus you can get the water from the ground even during the lean season, when there are no rains. There are many areas of the world, including India, which are monsoonic, and they receive rains only for 2 or 3 months. And for the 9 months, we depend on the wetlands water. So and as well as from the groundwater. So groundwater is replenished. Next, please. So there is a convention, we call it as a Ramsar Convention. This Ramsar Convention, Ramsar is a city in Iran. It was actually held and was signed in 1971. And then it was actually came in force in 1975. Now, what are the different very important purpose of this convention? There are three pillars of the Ramsar Convention. Number one is wise use of the wetlands. How internationally all the agencies can work together to use the wetlands for the human welfare, not for the human consumption, but for the human welfare. Then they are listing the wetlands of international importance, so that there is a effective management of all the wetlands all over the world which are of the international importance. And then there is a international cooperation to bring the international cooperation even on the transboundary regions and share the different kind of species, their wetland ecosystem, the system, how they work, and how there can be a more wise use of the different kind of the resources available with the wetlands. Next, please. So now I will try to list some of the wetlands in our Asia Pacific region. We all know that we are a member of GLOBE family. GLOBE is an international environmental education program for school students, and there are it has been divided into many regions, including one is Asia Pacific. And in Asia Pacific, there are 19 countries which are member of the GLOBE. So each GLOBE country has many this Ramsar Convention important wetlands. Out of them, I have tried to put one or two in each country, in some of the most important countries. Like Australia has 65 Ramsar sites, and it covers 8.3 million hectares of the land. So it is forming a very important wetland types of diverse habitat, including the freshwater as well as the marine habitat, including permanent as well as ephemeral habitats in every climatic zone. So here we have shown only two wetlands. One is in Kurawinia National Park, and another is East Coast Cape Barren Island Lagoons. Next, please. We will go very quickly. Bhutan has successfully recognized 3 wetland Ramsar sites after its entry in 2012. Among those wetlands, one is Gingte Phobi and Kotaba. These are very important wetlands, and one of that I have shown with the waterfowls resting and roosting in the wetland area. Next, please. So there is a, in India, there are 75 Ramsar sites, very high. And these all are very important. They are actually important because of the human interference to all the ecosystems, and there is an excessive of inundation, there is a water pollution, there are many invasive species which are actually encroaching the wetlands, and of course, as we all over the world, in India also there is a population pressure, and due to population pressure, there is a excessive development and growth buildings and buildings of the big buildings and others. So that has actually destroyed the wetlands. This is a picture of Sundarbans. Next, please. Sundarbans. Then there is a lake in Kerala. You can see there are houseboats, there are many hotels nearer to the wetlands, and of course, the people, the biologists, the wetland ecologists, they study many different kind of the species growing in the wetlands. Next, please. Next. Now, in Japan, Japan is a very important country because there are 53 Ramsar sites in Japan with a total area of more than 1,500 square kilometers. And there is an international treaty in which the conservation and sustainable use of the wetlands has been done. So here I have shown two wetlands. One is Kushiro wetlands. You can see here the people are boating and enjoying and recreating. And another is Notsuke Peninsula wetland. That is a peninsular region, as we can see here. So this is about the Japan. Next, please. Yes, Maldives. Now, our students from Globe used to visit Maldives. And it is proposed by Dr. Deshbandhu that in September 2023, there will be another expedition to the wetlands of the Maldives, where the students learn many things. So there is a island and there is a city. We call it as a Adu city. Adu city, I and Dr. Deshbandhu visited once, and we crossed the equator, and then we go to it is on the equator itself. And so these are the protected areas, and we can see that there are large number of the waterfowls and the birds which are resting in the area, and there is a lot of biodiversity one can see in this area. So it is very good to visit by the students so that they learn about wetlands, their different aspects, water ecosystem, water chemistry, water physics, and of course the food chain and food web and the chemistry, that is temperature and the pH and the other factors of the water. Next, please. Marshall Island currently has 2 sites designated as wetlands international importance with a surface area of 70,000 hectares. And I have shown to both of them. One is Juliet Atoll and another is Nemdrik Atoll. These both are atoll areas near the sea, because these are Pacific, regions, and in Pacific region, these are the island countries, and when we can see that these are the important wetlands. Next, please. Nepal, very important. People have been going to Lake Pokhara for all the ecological and globe explorations and understanding of the lakes. So in Nepal, there are 10 sites designated as wetlands of importance, this international importance, or the Ramsar sites, with a total surface area of more than 60,000 hectares. So there is a lot of, difference between when we go to a sea site and a Himalayan region. So Himalayan region lakes are quite different as compared to lakes or the wetlands which are nearer to the sea. Next, please. New Zealand, of course, it has currently 7 wetland sites as the Ramsar sites with a surface area of 67,000 hectares. And one of them is Koputai Peat Dome. There is a peats. And then there is a Manawatu estuary. This is a estuarian area where the sea and the water, they meet. Of course, fresh water and the sea water, they meet. Next, please. Now, Palau. Palau is, of course, a very important this Pacific region, island country. And Palau has one site as a Ramsar site with a 500 hectare of the land surface area. there is a Lake Nagardok, which is very important, and one can see the different habitat, like emergent species, submerged species, the species which are hydrophytic as well as this terrestrial, all these kind of the things one can see in this photograph. Okay, next. Philippines has 7 Ramsar sites, and these Ramsar sites are declared by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. Out of 7, I am showing only 2 of them. One is Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park. This is a river national park where there is a river, and river is of course the importance, having wetland importance. And then there is a Tubutha reefs, coral reefs. Coral reefs are very important habitats of the wetlands, reefs of the natural park and sites. Next, please. Now, Republic of Korea, they have many sites, 24 sites designated as wetlands, and it is covering more than 20,000 hectares of the land. Now, I have chosen out of the 24 only 2. One is Sancheon Bay Wetland Reserve. We can see the habitat of this reserve. We can see there are mountains, there is a plain area, there is an area which is flooded, and there is a river which meets in the wetland. And then, of course, the second is Han River. Han River is very well known river of the South Korea. And it is in this particular photograph is from the Benseom Islets. Next, please. Sri Lanka, there are 6 sites of wetlands international importance covering very high area, 198,000 hectares. And Colombo is accredited as a Ramsar wetland city. The whole city, Colombo, is actually accredited as a Ramsar wetland city. So here we are showing only 2 photographs. One is of Gundala National Park, and another is Valpattu National Park. Now here we can see in the Valpattu National Park, there are a lot of woodlands one can see. And a few students may wonder that we were talking about wetlands and how woodlands are shown here. So if, as I told earlier during the definition, if there is a hydric soil or the soil which is actually periodically having the flood area or submerged soil having the water on it, is also treated as a wetland. Here you can see there is a Kacha road, and on this road there is water. So the all area is having a few millimeter of the layer of the water, which actually supports the whole vegetation here. Next, please. Taiwan. Taiwan have very important protection sites of the wetlands, and they have passed a special legislation for the conservation of the wetlands. And here there is a wetland called Shan Gashan wetland. Shan Gashan. Next, please. Next. Yeah, Thailand. Very good. In Thailand, there are 15 sites which are of the international wetlands importance with a area of 405,000 hectares. There, I have shown 2. One is Don Hoi Lot and another is Pheng Naga National Park. You can see the different structure of the mountain range here. And one can see one small mountain just standing in the middle of the water, and people used to go by boat to see these wetlands and the rocks and the rock system. And of course, the corals growing in that. Here towards the one side, some of the local population, they are collecting some food material from the wetlands for their daily use. Next. Now, this is another, oh, I think this is, hello, it is repetition, hello. Yeah, this is, now, Vietnam has 9 wetland sites of importance, international importance, and it covers 120,000 hectares. One is Tram Chim National Park, and another is Lang San Wetland Reserve, and one can see the bird and the waterfowl population, like thousands of them resting there and getting their food, thus providing us a picture of the food chain and food web. I and Dr. Dashwandu also visited one very important area, that is Halong, that is of the UNESCO heritage importance. And there also the wetlands are very, very important. Next, please. Now, as I told, in globe, we learn about the water, water chemistry, and water science. So the water science is called hydrology. In globe program, which is for the school students, we try to understand many things like physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of the water. In physical characteristics, we understand and try to understand the water temperature, the water transparency, and the electrical conductivity. Electrical conductivity, in other words, one can say as a total dissolved salts or the TDS. There the chemical characters we understand about the water pH, alkalinity, dissolved oxygen, salinity, and nitrates. And biological characteristics, we try to understand the mosquito and their habitat. So there is a mosquito habitat mapper. And of course, we study the mosquito larva. Now, few of these characters, only their main character we will try to understand, and what kind of instrument we use, you will try to know. Next, please. Say water temperature. Temperature is one of the essential physical parameter of water quality, as it measures and about the influence the aquatic life has on the water. It also determines the dissolved oxygen concentration in water. Of course, this dissolved oxygen is very important for the respiration and metabolic activities of all the aquatic organisms growing in a particular kind of wetland or a water body. Water temperature also affect the different kind of the chemical reactions, the rate of their chemical reactions which are going on in the water. Now, for determining the water temperature, we generally use a single tube alcohol filled thermometer. So this is about the temperature of the water. Next, please. Water transparency. Transparency means how much light can pass through a particular water body in its depth. So we used to take the, because the deep, how much sunlight can penetrate in the water. And if the water light can penetrate, means up to that depth, the photosynthetic organisms like algae and others, they can very easily make their photosynthesis and make act as a primary producers. So this water transparency is always determined with the help of a Secchi disc. The disc is shown here with the help of a long rope. We lower it, and then we try to find out the water transparency. Next, please. Water pH. pH means to know the acidic or the alkaline property of the water, which is very important for the aquatic ecosystem, as all the biological activities and of course the physico-chemical characteristics of a particular water body greatly depend on the pH of its surrounding water and what kind of the fish species or the algal species or the phytoplanktons or the zooplanktons or the other kind of the organisms or the small fish or the large fish or shrimps, etc., will grow in a particular water body. So this is very important. Next, please. Dissolved oxygen. This is very important for maintenance life forms of the aquatic life. Dissolved oxygen is very important because all the fish, the invertebrates, the bacteria, the photosynthetic plants, etc., they also need, even sometimes people may confuse that the algal flora, which are photosynthetic, they don't need oxygen. They need oxygen because there are two kind of the processes going simultaneously. One is photosynthesis and another is respiration. So all the living beings need oxygen for respiration. So dissolved oxygen in water is very important. Generally, in air, we have roughly 19 to 20% of the oxygen. But in water, you cannot have more than 14 ppm oxygen. And that's why oxygen becomes many times a very important limiting factors for everyone. So this is how the oxygen determination is also very important. Next, please. Next. Hello. Yeah, electrical conductivity. We all know that if we pass current in water, the pure water will not pass the electric current through it. But as there is a more dissolved salts or minerals or impurities present in the water, more electrical current will pass through it. So we use a electrical conductivity meter to determine the total dissolved solids, that is TDS, in a water. So electrical conductivity will provide us a general measurement of the quality of the water, and we have to determine the different electrical conductivity at different temperatures also. So generally the electrical conductivity is measured at the room temperature, because as the temperature goes high, the dissolving power of the water for solids or for salt increases, and that's why it is always determined on the room temperature. Next, please. Alkalinity. Alkalinity and pH are also very important, and of course they are related, but they are different. Alkalinity, in fact, is the measure of the pH buffering capacity. How that particular pH which is present, which we have actually measured by pH meter, how much it can buffer that solution. So it is always measured as a water resistance, where it is lowering of the acids and added to the water. And that's why it is always the alkalinity is this what you measured. In lake, generally may have low alkalinity, that means below 100 milligram per liter or ppm as calcium carbonate, then it is treated as a better kind of the one. And of course, it will support more amphibian population, fish population, zooplanktons, etc., etc. Next, please. Water nitrates. Nitrates are also measured And there is a nitrogen cycle, which all the students who are sitting here might have read in their schools, that nitrogen compounds may be present in the form of nitrates, ammonium, nitrite, etc., etc. And these compounds, they actually determine the growth of the plant life, and ultimately they determine the oxygenation of a aquatic ecosystem. So we do measure the nitrates by a kit. Now nitrate is also a kind of indication about the pollution of the water body. So all these are done. Next, please. Then there is a mosquito habitat mapper. In globe, we have a mapper on which you can know the mosquito and how many mosquitoes are available and what kind of the mosquitoes are there. And of course, you can collect the larvae and study them very easily. So in general, they form a source of the food for birds, amphibians, reptiles, this fish, etc., etc. In general, there are 40 genera and 3,500 known species of the mosquitoes, out of which Anopheles, Aedes, Culex, etc. are, of course, said to be disease-carrying mosquitoes. And they, of course, spread the diseases like malaria, chikungunya, dengue, Zika, etc. So we have to identify the mosquitoes and their population and at their larval stage, so that we can take the measurements for eradication, and we can take the help of the public health officers and public malaria officers, etc. for eradication program. Next, please. Salinity, it is determined for the seawater. And of course, we use a hydrometer and a thermometer for determining the salinity of a particular seawater site. And of course, there is another method we call as the salinity titration method. But generally, we use hydrometer, as it can be done very, and it can be done even in the field. So generally, we used to determine it at the time of the high tide and the low tide time. And before and after this, we determine the salinity measurements. Next, please. Now, as I told that the students from different countries visited the Lake Pokhara in Nepal, and it was a wonderful program. It was a learning experience, and people who have not seen the Everest or Mount or the Himalayan region, they visited a Himalayan city and a Himalayan lake, and of course, certificates and others were given. So this is about the Lake Pokhara expedition, Nepal. And next, please. This is another, proposed visit, environment expedition to Kalimpong of a Mirik Lake. Dr. Deshbandhu has proposed the date 24 to 28th April 2023. It is in the Kalimpong area of the Darjeeling, and it is, of course, a very beautiful and a very important area. When you go there, you will be able to visit some very important cactus collections also. So the students who wish to go there, they may register themselves with Dr. Deshbandhu. So this is also a very important area where one can go and learn about the ecosystem and the lake ecosystem, and of course the hydrology protocols. Next, please. Now, some questions for the students. Which of them is not a wetland? The use of the wetland to clean the environment, it sedimentation of the rocks, and swimming and other sports. What can you do? Can you swim in a wetland? Of course, yes. Do wetlands clean environment? Our answer will be yes. But sedimentation of rocks is not there. Sedimentation of the nutrients, sedimentation of the pollutants, sedimentation of the soil, of course, can be done by a wetland, but not of the rocks. So our answer will be that this is not a use of wetland. Next, please. Another question. Why? What is not a way to help increase awareness about wetlands? Play games on the computer, do a project on wetlands, organize a field trip to a wetland. Dr. Deshbandhu has been organizing the trip, Pokhara Lake. Then another is towards this Darjeeling Lake. So it is, of course, a wetland awareness program. Any person, any students who are doing a project on a wetland is also creating awareness about the wetlands. But if you play any kind of the games on the computer, it is not a kind of program which increase the awareness on the wetlands. So our answer will be play games on the computer. Next, please. What is the good pH level of the wetlands? 4 is too acidic, 9.5 is too alkaline, and 6.5 to 7 to 7.5 to 8 will be the best pH level for a wetland. So our answer will be 7.5. Next, please. This is all about the wetlands. So thank you so much. And if you have any kind of question, any observation, anything you want to add, anything you want to say, you are most welcome, please. Thank you for everyone for hearing me patiently. And once again, thanks.
Thank you very much, Dr. Garg, for a wonderful presentation and introduction to the wetlands. And you did not mention that the last slide which you show, that is a hotel in Udaipur in the lake.
Yeah. That is a very beautiful hotel, and it is a very good lake.
Can you share
Yeah,
the last one?
Okay.
Okay, this is a lake. This is the hotel in Lake Pichola, that is in Udaipur in India. This is very, very expensive hotel. But of course, I wanted to show you that how this wetland is being used in Udaipur, the city where Dr. Garg stay. That is a hotel. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Garg. Now we have some presentations from the students. And I think we have 2 presentations from Nepal. Can we start with a presentation?
Yeah, we can start with Crescent Academy. So
Okay. First thing I would like to mention that Crescent Academy is a school in Nepal, which is a very small school, but very active on globe. Whenever we go for any of our activities or expeditions in Nepal, we always visit this school. The children, they are from, I think they are 7 or 8 to 8, or they are not high school. That is lower level school, but very active, very pleasant, very happy. Always welcome us very warmly. Thank you very much, kids, joining us at this symposium. I am sure that 23 will bring to you prosperity and happiness. So make your presentation. And I think that is the motivation of Yogendra, who is the country coordinator in Nepal, motivating this school to do wonderful globe activities. I think Yogendra, you like to introduce them, your school here? Yogendra, I think you are here.
Yes, Dr. Des, thank you.
You introduce them because they are wonderful kids.
Yeah, I think first I'd like to welcome all our Globe delegates and also the schools. I'm Yogendra from Nepal. I'm country coordinator. And as Dr. Des mentioned, I'm trying to promote Globe in Nepal through schools and youths. So they learn, they share, and they teach among their families, community, and also their friends in through the nature clubs. So whatever they learn, they share. That's why I always provide opportunity to our schools to present their learnings in different platforms. So this is one of the platforms where they are getting opportunity to learn and share. So I request Christian Academy to present their presentations. Thank you. And we have Amity School, William Public. They are very active in Globe, and also a few more schools who couldn't attend today, but they are presenting their projects and also their learnings in this webinar. Thank you very much. Question, please.
Good morning to you.
Yes.
So the presentation from the Crescent
Crescent
Academy.
Academy.
Okay, good morning, all of you. We're very proud and happy that we are with you. And we have got a short presentation on the local water shed, or we can say a project report on a water body. And our students from the Crescent Club, Nature Club, are going to perform or present the presentation on behalf of the school. So I'm going to hand over the mic to my students.
Namaste everyone. We are Crescentarian from Crescent Academy, Godavari, Ladakpur. We are representing Crest Nature Club, CNC, and I am the president of this club. My name is Siva Mogar from grade 9.
Okay, so I should present for you because I think you are not being able to present your presentation. Let me share.
And I'm the Vice President of ICA. Hello and namaste to everyone. Hi, it's me, Pratika Rama, student of grade 8, and I am the Secretary of Crest Nature Club, CNC. Hello and namaste everyone. My name is Monjula Mogar. I am the Treasurer of Crest Nature Club. Hi everyone, my name is Natasha. I am Vice Treasurer of Crest Nature Club, CNC.
Hello and namaste. My name is Sukriti Ranjitkar. I am the active member of Crest Nature Club.
Hi everyone, my name is Umadirana. I am the active member of the Crest Nature Club. Hello and namaste everyone. I am Yunsa Tamang and I am active member of Crest Nature Club, CNC.
Hello everyone. My name is Ansuman Bora. I am the active member of Crest Nature Club.
Namaste, my name is Anil Kotame. I am from grade 8. I am the active member of Crest Nature Club, CNC.
Excuse me, ma'am, can we control the PowerPoint?
Okay, I'll stop share and you can start again sharing.
Okay, ma'am.
All the respectable representative members of ICA, GLOBE, and honorable teachers from different schools and my fellow friends. First of all, I would like to express our feelings that how we're proud that to have a golden opportunity and to share this platform with people like you.
To be honest, we feel very proud that we have successfully conducted our research on wetland and its importance in collaboration with prestigious organizations like GLOBE and ICA. We can't stay without thanking Manisha Godar ma'am for her support and inspiration.
Based on research and survey, we have prepared a presentation which we will put in front of you, and we will be more happier to get suggestion from you, and we will always be seeking forward for your continuous support. Now let's move on. Now let's move to our presentation in George Venture of Global ECA and CNC, our Great Nature Club. We have recently accomplished our research on wetlands. Welcome and namaste to you all once again.
Can you help them to?
Godavari Botanical Garden wetland.
Yeah, I think okay, so the teacher for you, can you click on the presentation mode for the full screen mode? At the bottom of your screen, you are seeing percentage, right? 88, 86%. And on the left hand side, you will see a full screen icon. If you click on that, and then when you click up and down, left and right button, it will give you command to move the presentation to the next slide. Manisha, maybe, hello.
Okay, so we are controlling the presentation, and on our screen, we can see the slides changing.
Okay, so we are only seeing the first slide still. So we are seeing the first slide only, a presentation on wetland by Great Nature Club.
Sorry for that. So I'm going. I just close that one, and please, can you just control the presentation on behalf of us?
Okay, give me a second. I'll try doing that. Okay. So. Okay. Everybody is able to see the presentation now, right? If anybody can give a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for the support.
Okay.
So our students are going to start the presentation again. They are going to just describe some of the things that have been displayed on the screen. Okay, next slide, please.
Brief introduction on Godavari Botanical Garden wetland.
Next, please.
Introduction. Godavari Botanical Garden was established on October 28, 1962. Kartik 12, 2019 BS. By King Mahendra. It is widely regarded as a center of plant conservation, education, research, and recreation. It is spread over an area of 82 hectares of varying topography, among which 40 hectares has been developed into a various garden units. It is surrounded by natural evergreen forest, wetland, and artificial pond. Botanical garden. Wetland is also known as Cypress Pohari, Tortoise Pond, and Coronation Pond. It has more than 6 feet depth. It has pink brown cypress structure, and beside that it also has tortoise structure in the middle of wetland, which is connected through wooden bridge. It is also one of the main attractions, Godavari Botanical Garden. It is the home of many animals like tadpole, fish, water, snail, butterflies, dragonfly, etc. It is one of the main source of drinking water for animals and birds in water and summer season. Many species of birds like cuckoo, crow, parrot, pigeon, etc.
Next slide, please.
Importance of wetland. You can see the structure of pond in the right side. It balances ecosystem. It maintains harmony between surrounding environment and animals. The available alkaline water is more easily absorbed by the animals, leading to the optimal hydration levels. It provides habitat for aquatic animals and terrestrial plants. It gives opportunities to students and researchers to study about wetland. It also supports tourism and it maintains surrounding temperature of that place. Before you can see the picture that the amount is that the water amount is less and the conservation is not good, and after the conservation the water amount is increased and conservation is done properly.
In the field of survey, after the research on the wetlands, with the help of instrument commonly called pH meter, generally used to measure pH of water, we found out that the pH of the water 8.6, so it indicates that the water of that wetland is slightly alkaline in nature. Advantage of alkaline water. National Center for Biotechnology Information for Plants. It improves plant growth. It makes them more resistant to disease and pest. Improves the absorption of nutrients in the soil for animals. It improves metabolic activities. It helps them in absorb nutrients. For human beings, it controls diabetes. It promotes bone health. It helps to control blood pressure. It reduces the risk of cancer. It helps to remove toxins from the body.
Along with that, we got to know education about that place, conservation of birds and animals, role of wetlands in ecosystem. We had performed various activities in the course of survey. Some pictures taken during the survey is being displayed. The first photo was when we were measuring the pH meter. We were measuring the pH meter in a team and we have noted it down. It is the next sample of water in which we were measuring the pH meter of water by our team and we note it down. Here is the pH value of the sample of water wetland which is measured. And this picture was taken during the time of taking the sample of water from wetland.
Next one, please.
For the conservation of wetland, the workers of botanical garden cleans the surrounding of wetland regularly. Plastic bags are not allowed inside the territory. Water of wetland is cleaned twice a year. Many signboards are kept near the wetland areas. Written awareness messages is provided in the backside of ticket. Fishing and swimming are banned.
Upcoming programs of Press Nature Club, CNC, educating people more about wetland, conducting awareness programs about the importance of wetland, showing presentation given more knowledge about wetland to others, students and general people, helping in cleaning wetlands area. Thank you everybody for your time, and here we are at the end of our presentation. and have a great time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, kids. Wonderful. I'm very happy to see your presentation because you are so interested in GOPA, in globe activities. I visited your school 3-4 times, and always I found you smiling and doing a lot of very good globe activities. Congratulations for the wonderful presentation. And I'm sure that I am going to visit your school again when I visit Nepal next time. Keep it up. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Yeah. Again, hand over to Yoginder. There is another school. You
Yeah,
like
there is
Yeah. Now I would like to request Amity Public School Nature Club students to present their wishes, whatever they have done. I think they have been doing this activity since long time, and they are comparing with all the wetlands. So it will be interesting to hear from them. Thank you very much. Okay, Suvan sir, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Yogendra sir. And thank you, the Globe family, for providing such a wonderful opportunity. We have visited till date 4 wetlands, 1 Ramsar, so including its 3 wetlands and 1 Ramsar. So I got to know more about it from Dr. Garg. I'm very thankful. I would like to wish him would be presenting more on wetlands in the days to come. I'm very thankful. I'm going to hand it to our students. Dennis. Is it visible? Is it visible?
No, we are still sharing the folder. There are several.
Please click on the file, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you listening?
Okay. Please make it in full screen mode.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it works here.
We welcome your representation about wetlands. I'm very thankful to Globe Program and Eka Nepal for providing such a wonderful opportunity to express our findings about wetlands. Hi, I'm James Vatrai.
Hi, I'm Ujjal Bujay.
Speak out loud. Hi, I'm.
Hello, Namaste. I'm Isnara. I'm the proud member of the MIT Nature Club.
Namaste everyone. I am Tusam Bastola, the proud member of MIT Nature Club. Happy Wetland Day to you all.
Will you turn on your speaker?
Hi,
over
I
there?
am Angas Kadal. Hi, I am Utsav Bhandari, the proud member of MIT Nature Club, and I wish you all happy Wetland Day.
Namaste and hi, I'm Boinsha Rakal, the proud member of MIT Nature Club. As today is a Wetland Day, so I wish you a happy Wetland Day to you all.
Speak out loud, okay? It won't be heard. It's okay.
Hi, namaste everyone. It's me Dia Bhatrai, proud member of MIT Nature Club. And today is Wetland Day, so I wish you all happy Wetland Day.
Now, Parina.
Hello, namaste everyone. I am Parina Fail, a proud member of MIT Nature Club, and I wish you happy World Wetland Day.
Now turn off the mic.
We are the members of MIT Nature Club, MIT Public School, Kakadya, Japan, Nepal. So what actually is wetland? Wetland are the areas where water covers the soil or is present either at or near the surface of the soil all year or for varying period of time during the year. So let's have a look on objectives of our project. pH difference in wetland, EC difference in wetland, temperature difference in wetland, and mosquito availability. Wetlands of our research area: Jambadi Wetland, Kalika Wetland, Hidap Wetland, and Pustapu Wetland. Jambadi Wetland is 36 kilometers to the west from our school, whereas Kalika Wetland is 7 kilometers to the west from our school, and Hidap Wetland is 10 kilometers to the north from our school, and Pustapu Wetland is 110 kilometers to the west from our school. So you can sense how much we travel for this wetland research. So we saw different birds in the wetlands, but we did not get appropriate pictures. So we asked Devin Karel. I'm very thankful to him for providing such pictures of birds. Hope you will enjoy the types of birds found in wetlands. So here are some clips of our project in different wetlands.
Is there an audio
Let's
attached
have
in
a
this? Hello, sorry guys. Was there an audio to the clips that you showed earlier? Because we couldn't hear the audio. If there
Yes.
was any.
Yes, there was audio.
Actually, so we couldn't hear the audio. I think when you share, you didn't click on the add sound thing. So when you share the screen, there is a pop-up box said share sound at the top left corner of the screen when the share screen open. So if you click on that, then we will be able to hear whatever audio is in your presentation.
I think
Okay,
there
we'll
is no
send you
information
something
on
about
that. It's a simply
We'll send those audios.
background sound. So it's fine. You can continue, I think.
Okay.
Janice, you can continue, please.
So let's have a look on statistic of pH, EC, cloud, and mosquito larva of wetlands. Month, September 6. Wetland, Ledda. First lake pH was 7.7, whereas EC was 0.2 and temperature was 29.9 degrees centigrade. Second lake pH was 7.2, whereas EC was 0.3 and the temperature was 29.9 degrees centigrade. Third lake pH was 7.2, whereas EC was 0.3 and temperature was 29.9 degrees centigrade. We also found mosquito larva on Hilda Bhutan and it was Q lakes. September 7, Kalika Lake, pH was 7, whereas EC was 0.2 and the temperature was 38.12 degrees centigrade. We also found larva and that was Q lakes on container. Jambadi Lake, pH was 7.4, whereas EC was 0.2 and temperature was 32.7 degrees centigrade. We also found mosquito larva on a container and it was Q lakes. December 17, Kalika Lake, PS was 8.5, whereas EC was 007, and temperature was 20.1 degrees centigrade. We also found lava on a boat or a container, and it was Q lakes. December 24, Jambari Lake. PS was 8, whereas EC was 002, and temperature was 27.0 degrees centigrade. We also found mosquito lava on a boat, and it was Q lakes. We also observed the cloud on Jambari Lake wetland. The low cloud was stratus, whereas mid cloud was ultracumulus, and high cloud was cirrus. January 12, Kositapu Lake. PS was 9.2, whereas EC was 010, and temperature was 21.2 degrees centigrade. No mosquito lava was found on Kositapu wetland. Low cloud was stratus, whereas mid cloud was ultrastratus, and high cloud was cirrostratus. January 31, Hileda. First lake, PS was 7.9, whereas EC was 003. The second lake, PS was 8, whereas EC was 003, and third lake, PS was 7.8, whereas EC was 3, and first lake temperature was 22.2 degrees centigrade, whereas second lake temperature was 20.0 degrees centigrade, and third lake temperature was 22.2 degrees centigrade. No mosquito lava was found on the wetland, as well as no observation of cloud. Analysis between pH, EC, and temperature. Wetland, Redap wetland. First lake, pH difference was 0.2, whereas EC difference was 1, and temperature difference was 7.7 degrees centigrade. Wetland, second lake, Redap wetland. Second lake, pH difference was 0.8, whereas EC was same, and temperature difference was 6.9 degrees centigrade. Third lake, pH difference was 0.7, whereas EC was same, and temperature difference was 7.7 degrees centigrade. Kalika Lake, pH difference was 1.5, and EC difference was 0.05, and temperature difference was 18.2 degrees centigrade. Jambari Lake, pH difference was 0.6, whereas EC was same, and temperature difference was 5.7 degrees centigrade. Kusitapu wetland is quite far away from our place, so we could not observe it twice. So there are many students working on the globe project. So here are clips of few students of Amity Nature Club.
So there is no audio. We couldn't hear the audio. So.
It's okay, don't worry.
Share audio. Janice, share audio.
You have to share the presentation again, close the presentation, then share. And when you click share, there is a button on the top left, bottom left corner, sound, share sound. Yeah, click on that, and then we will be able to hear the audio.
Move down. Down. Yes. Is it audible?
Thank you, Snedai. I'm the proud member of
Yeah,
the MIT Nature Club.
thank
Today I'm here to share about my research about the wetland. We recently went to the Jamunbari wetland. My part of the study was cloudy conditions. We found in the low cloud as the stratus, and mid cloud as the ultracumulus, and high cloud as the cirrus. I'm thankful to the Eka Nepal School Authority and GLOW program to give us such a wonderful opportunities. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. I am Barina Fail, a proud student of Amity Nature Club. Today I am here to share the research that we have done in Kalika wetland. It like 6 kilometers in the west from our school. We saw the rubber plantation over there. We also checked the water of the Kalika wetland lakes. The pH value of the water was 7.0, and temperature was 38.12 degrees Celsius, and the EC of the water was 0.02. We also observed the mosquito larva, and it was 2 lakes. Thank you.
Hi, it's me Dia Bhatrai, proud member of Amity Public School and Globe family.
I am thankful to Globe and Amity Public School for taking us to such a wonderful, exciting place, Kositapu Wild Reserve, and thankful to School Authority for research of wetland. We saw so many birds, animals, wild cows, wild buffaloes, and we saw a pond where the crocodile was living. We observed the pH value, which was alkaline. The pH value of water was 8.2 and the temperature was 21.2, and we observed the EC, which was 010. I thankful to School Authority and Globe Eka Nepal for such a wonderful program. Thank you.
Namaste, it's me Banisha Rakal, the proud member of Amity Nature Club. Today I'm going to tell you about the pH value. So when we went to Kositapu Wildlife Reserve in educational tour, we measured the pH value of one lake. First of all, let's know what is pH. pH is the measure of concentration of hydrogen ion in the solution. It is also known as the potential of hydrogen. When we went to Kositapu Wildlife Reserve in educational tour, we measured the pH value of one lake. And the pH value of that lake was more than 8, so it was alkaline. If the pH value is 0 to 6.9, it is acidic, and if the pH value is 7 to 7.9, it is basic, and if the pH value is more than 8, it is alkaline. So I feel proud to be the part of Globe and do these activities. Thank you.
Namaste, I am Lata Bhattrai, the mother of Janice Bhattrai. The Globe program and Eka Nepal's programs have brought immense change in Janice. He has been very active in all activities at home and school. He has been training the students and participating in community as well with mosquito-related disease research through larvae studies. He has been representing in different programs and presentations in Nepal and abroad. He has gained leadership. He is sound with studies as well. So I take pride in the initiatives taken by Amity Public School. I express my gratitude to Eka Nepal and the Globe program for such a wonderful activities for our children. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. Have a look on views from Wetland Location Authority from Kositapu.
सबैलाई नमस्कार म रमेश कुमार यादव कोसीटप्पूको अहिले वार्डको रूपमा कार्यरत छु र यो कोसीटप्पू चाहिँ पूर्वी नेपालको उपत्यकाको हिसाबले असाध्यै महत्त्वपूर्ण स्थानमा रहेछ कि पूर्वी नेपालमा यो मात्रै एउटा आरक्षणमा छ यो चाहिँ अर्ना जङ्गली हात्ती डल्फिन घरियाल लगायत चराचुरुङ्गीलाई विभिन्न वन्यजन्तुहरूको लागि महत्त्वपूर्ण वासस्थान भइरहेछ र यो पर्यटकीय हिसाबले खास गरी स्कुलको बाल विद्यार्थीहरूको लागि कन्जर्भेसन एजुकेसनको हिसाबले पनि महत्त्वपूर्ण रहेको रहेछ। यहाँ विद्यार्थीहरू आउने गर्छन् र यहाँ चाहिँ रहेको सम्भावना रहेको हामीसँग एउटा चाहिँ इन्फर्मेसन सेन्टरमा विभिन्न वन्यजन्तुहरूको डिस्प्लेहरू पाठहरू हेरेर चाहिँ उहाँहरूले आफ्नो शिक्षा ग्रहण गरेको देखिन्छ। यो विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई हाम्रो स्कुलका सरहरू एमिटी पब्लिक स्कुल लगायत सम्पूर्ण सरहरू म्याडमहरू विद्यार्थीहरूलाई प्रिन्सिपल लगायत सम्पूर्ण परिवारलाई बोलेर चाहिँ आफ्नो शैक्षिक गौरव ग्रहण गराउनु भयो यसको लागि धन्यवाद।
Of Globe program in Amity.
I'm James Putra. I'm the proud member of Amity Nature Club and Globe family. Globe has provided an ample opportunities. We are getting knowledge about things beyond the course of study. Our school has become extraordinary school, and it is only because of Globe. Students has immense impact on their education, and it is only because of the Globe. We are getting knowledge about our environment, trees, land cover, cloud, and other many more. I'm very thankful to all the associates of Globe program for providing such a wonderful opportunity. I'm very thankful to Yogendra Chitraka, Manisha Godar, Jane Heiderer, Shivani ma'am from Bangladesh for providing such a wonderful opportunity and motivating us to do our activities. I'm also very thankful to Dr. Des for motivating us in our all activities. Thank you very much.
I'm the principal of Amity Public School and the Globe teacher. I'm expressing my views on the research presentation on the wetland by the students, GLOBE participants. At this juncture, I want to share my views on the impact of the GLOBE activities and the programs that has been given to us by ECA Nepal and the GLOBE offices. I'm very thankful to you all. Let me share my views. GLOBE program has brought the immense impact in the life of the students, in their studies, skills, their innovations, and their way of dealing has been different. It has brought a sea change in their activities and their participation in different level of the workshops. I would recall the visit of Sulakshana Rai from American Embassy. I would recall the visit of ECA Nepal team quite often supporting us in every aspect. I am very grateful to have such a wonderful family working behind the curtain. In case of wetland, I was the one who really inspired the students to visit different wetlands. It has brought so many changes. It has brought so many, what do you call, innovations in the students. I love to share with you. The students are dynamic. The students are very eager. They have their studies, discussion, and discourse in their statistics, and each week they have planned to go to the river and others places to have research on trees, land cover, mosquitoes, and this cloudy condition. So it has given us one non-formal education program that really is the part of the weekend activities of Amity Public School students, especially the child club ones. So it has brought a framework. It has given us a framework that is the part of their valuable earnings in their academic and research activities. I recall the presence of Jane Heiderer, the team from USA Globe, and Dr. Des from Asia Pacific office, and so many Globe teachers at Lake Pokhara. I'm thankful to them all for motivation that they have given to the students and all the global students present at Pokhara in Feva Lake expedition. I'm thankful for the certifications that Globe has provided to our students for their activities. I'm thankful to ECA Nepal, who has been certifying our students in different events and participating them in the different events. I'm very grateful to be the part of the entire Globe family in the world. Thank you very much.
We are very thankful to ECA Nepal and the GLOBE program for providing us the opportunity and all the technical support for the implementation of GLOBE program in Amity Public School, Japan, Nepal. It has brought immense difference in our studies and knowledge beyond the classroom and doing science. It has changed the identity of students and the school in the community as well. We are grateful to Subarnabha Tribe for immense influence and support. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for a wonderful presentation. Let me tell you that this is a very new Globe school. They joined only a few years back, and I'm very happy to see the enthused the students and the principal and the Globe teacher they have. And I think that is Chitrakar, Yogendra pushing them ahead. I'm very happy to see you. And you were all very sportive to us at Lake Pokhara expedition. And I hope some of you, I may see you at the Mirik Lake expedition, which is very close, which is more close to you than to me. From you, it may be few kilometers, but for me, it is more than 2000 kilometers. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nepal, Globe Nepal, for the wonderful activities you are doing. And we hope that we can all meet in person very soon. Any comments, Yogenda, from you for Nepal? Or I proceed? There are 4 more presentations now.
I think I must thank both schools for their presentation because they have done in a few period of time. And of course, it is encouraging, the program is encouraging all students and schools, and they are trying to make it in a STEM school concept and approach so that they can provide good education to all. And also I found that they are involving parents also in school, so which is very good to make them easier and also motivate students for their activities. And besides that, they are also coordinating with the different authorities so they could show their performance, and also they could get future support for what they have been doing through the nature clubs. So this is very good, and I like to thank both schools. And we have William Public also. I think in future William Public will also present what they have been doing in their schools. So this time they are not presenting, but they want to be the observer to learn how our other schools are doing. So I think this will be the good motivation for other schools also. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Yogenda. Now we have 4 presentations, 2 from Philippines, 2 from India. So can we take 1 presentation from Philippines and then we take 2 presentations from India, and the last again we go to Philippines. So
Okay.
which one is going to start from Philippines? There are 2
Sir.
presentations from Philippines.
Can we hold up for a group photograph just now so that everybody is
okay.
on the cam? Okay, so I
Open your
request everyone to
cameras.
open the
Open
cameras.
your visuals. I don't see many still. Road, you have not opened your camera.
The Lord has opened.
Swansri, what about your
I
camera?
still am.
Sonal, your camera is okay. Okay, Vipra, your camera, okay. Please open your
Okay.
cameras. Swansri. Smile, smile, Swansri.
Oh, okay, just give me 2 seconds.
Sri Lanka, open your camera. Okay. Okay,
so-
Philippines. Guys, open your cameras.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just need another for the second because there are two pages, so I need the one for the second page.
Take 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, is okay?
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, now we start with one of the Philippines presentation, and then we take 2 Indian presentations and then Philippine presentation. Okay. Which one from Philippines want to start? Join.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we will have the presentation from the Philippines. The first group that will present is the group of researchers with research entitled Soil Analysis on Las Piñas, Parañaque Wetland, Philippines. The member of this team are Clark Joseph Berganio, Arabella Cabrera, Maria Ayesha Digma, and Grace Pauline Fajardo. You may start.
Good day, everyone. I am Clark Joseph Berganio.
one of the proponents of the soil analysis on Las Piñas Parañaque wetland part of the Philippines. And we have and again, I am Clark Joseph Arberganyo, one of the proponents, and we also have Arabella B. Cabrera, Maria Ayasha Ardigma, and Grace Pauline M. Hart.
For our Globe teachers, we have Mrs. Babinarin P. Clemente, one of the Globe Master Trainers, and also Ma'am Joanne B. Caliope, also one of the Globe Master Trainers. And with us is our principal from the Batacan Hills National High School, Dr. Eladio H. Escolan. The Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park, a 175-hectare protected area known as the Las Piñas Parañaque Critical Habitat and Ecotourism Area, or LPPCHEA, is situated between the southwest corner of Metro Manila and Manila Bay. It is primarily made up of mudflats, although it also has patches of scrub, grass, sand, dirt, and mangroves. The 8 plant species that make up the majority of the vegetation in the 30-hectare area are mangroves. With the building of Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park, locals in Metro Manila and from other areas will be able to learn about the local, societal, and international significance of wetlands in the nation. The Society for the Conservation of Philippine Wetlands, the Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority, VILIR-CPAG, and the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, National Capital Region, are leading its implementation. There will be a wetland center built inside the park, which will serve as a hub for SEPA, or communication, education, participation, and awareness programs that promote the preservation of wetlands. What are some of the facilities available there? When you visit the wetland park, you can anticipate, among the other things, the following. The East Asian Australasian migrating flyway is created by the mangrove forests and swamps found in the LPPCHEA, which serve as a habitat for numerous migratory bird species. The protected region is home to at least 41 documented migratory birds that have traveled as far as China, Japan, and Siberia. One of Metro Manila's few remnant mangrove forests is located in the HEA. There are 11 different types of mangroves there. These are referred to as bungalon, bakawan babae, bakawan bato, pototan, kolasi, pagatpat, banalo, tabigi, saging-saging, buta-buta, and bilad in their native locales.
As for the globe protocols, air temperature. The local air temperature influences the evaporation of water within the soil. This evaporation can affect cloud formation, air temperature, and relative humidity. Before collecting the data, the researchers first listed the initial temperature of the site using a room thermometer before any of the experimentation started. Then proceeded to measure the air temperature at a 5-minute interval. Soil moisture. The presence of moist or arid soil influences the types of plants that can grow in a given area, the occurrence of floods or droughts, and the prediction of future weather patterns. The data is collected through a soil pH meter, and it will also show the soil's level of dryness or wetness. Soil pH. The pH of the soil is critical for the viability of plant life. It also affects the pH of nearby bodies of water by changing the chemical composition of runoff or drainage. Using the same device, the researchers measured the pH level of the soil. It will tell whether the soil has a high pH level or a base. As for the land cover, Globe Observer Land Cover is an app-based tool for documenting what is on the land. After reporting on current surface conditions, you will take photographs in all 4 cardinal directions up and down. It will also indicate whether it is grassland, forest, urban area, and etc.
These are the documentation for our data collection in different sites. For the results of the GO protocols that we have measured, for site 1, it is a dry land near the shore where plants are still thriving. The air temperature in this area decreased as time passed. As you can see in the table, the initial temperature is 32 degrees Celsius. After 5 minutes, the temperature increased to 29 degrees Celsius. And after 10 minutes, the temperature decreased to 28 degrees Celsius. The soil measuring probe detected dryness in the area with a value of 1.5 after being buried for 5 minutes. In the same instrument and procedure, the pH of the soil amounted to 7.7, which indicated neutrality in the soil. For site 2, which is located in the shore of the bay, where several wastes are visible, such as plastic, food packets, paper cups, bottles, and etc. The air temperature in this location increased during the time interval of 10 minutes. The initial temperature was 28 degrees Celsius. After 5 minutes, it rose up to 30 degrees Celsius, and the final temperature after 10 minutes is 31 degrees Celsius. Given that the area is near the water, the soil was wet, and the instrument used measured 9 for moisture. The soil's pH rose up to H, which indicated alkalinity in the soil.
So we also have the site 3, which is located in the coastal intertidal zone wherein group of mangrove trees are abundant. After submerging, the 3-way soil test probe yielded 9 in soil moisture meter, indicating that the soil is wet, while it also yielded in a 5.7 in the soil pH level, implying that the land is of acidity. The researchers also observed that few to no plants are thriving in the area, aside from the mangrove trees and other small plant species. As for the air temperature, we gathered the initial temperature of 32 degrees Celsius, and then it decreased to 30 degrees Celsius after 5 minutes, and it rose again to 31 degrees Celsius at 10 minutes. As for the site 4 is located at the park's inland area where various plants are thriving. The researchers gathered soil data in the said site after submerging the three-way soil test probe. It yielded 2 in the soil moisture, while it also yielded pH of 7.5. As for the air temperature, we gathered the initial temperature of 28 degrees Celsius, and after 5 minutes, it rose to 30 degrees Celsius, and after the 10-minute interval, it rose to 32 degrees Celsius. So it's been a fun observation doing the soil analysis on the wetland parks. We learned a lot of new things there, and the importance of wetlands in our ecosystem, and wherein the plants are thriving. So that's it. So thank you for listening. Again, we are from the Batasan Hills National High School. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for the team?
Okay, can we have now presentation from India? So that after the Philippines, can we have presentation from India? Okay.
Yeah, Pularao sir, Winfield High School, are you okay with?
We still have one presentation from
Yeah,
Philippines.
we'll take afterwards, after these two. Then.
Okay. Okay. So Winfield High School.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Okay. How many children you are there in this presentation?
4. There are 4 students here. Let me ask whether.
After this, we will take Vipra, your school. Can you start, please?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Winfield High School.
Start your presentation.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Is our screen visible, sir?
Yeah, yes.
Good morning to one and all. This is Sisasar from 9th class of Winfield High School, Telangana State, India.
Good morning to one and all. My name is Sriram. I'm studying 9th class from Winfield High School, Telangana State, India.
Good morning, one and all. My name is Krishna. I'm studying 8th class of Winfield High School, Telangana, India.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amaksh Kumar, studying 7th class, Winfield High School, India.
World Wetland Day, celebrated annually on 2nd February, aims to raise global awareness about the vital role of wetlands for people and planet. This day also marks the date of adoption of Convention of Wetlands on 2nd February 1971 in the Iranian city of Ramsar.
The main aim of our project is to study about restoration, conservation, and management of lakes, bringing the awareness among the people about restoration, conservation, and management of lakes.
Use of lakes. Lakes are essential for human habitat and they are home to many birds, flora, and fauna. The lakes are also used for recreation, swimming, boating, nature viewing, etc., which are the popular activities that takes place here. The lakes also provide water supply to industrial, domestic, and agricultural uses.
Lakes surrounding fields are getting water from the lake.
Agriculture wastes sewage and drainage water from urban areas, absence of wetland, and depend vegetables near the lakes. These are some of the causes that lead to degradation and depletion of the lake.
We took the Palau Lake as our study site, which is 15 kilometers away from our school.
This is our study site location, satellite view and map.
We have collected the pH of the Palau water with the help of biology protocol and pH meter. We also collected the data of dissolved oxygen, biological oxygen demand, E. coli and chloride from a senior scientist of water conservation group of Telangana State.
15 local people who have been living there for 4 to 20 years, and their age groups are between 22 to 63 years.
We are interacting with the local farmers. He gave the information about Palau Lake.
This video is in regional language, so we request you to read the subtitles.
ఎంతకాలం నుంచి వ్యవసాయం చేస్తూ బాగా వచ్చారు మీకు ఎలా
వచ్చిన తర్వాత అంతలో స్టేట్ నిజామాబాద్ చిన్న బయట చెడు తక్కువ ఆ చెడుకి అందులో వర్షం చెడు రావడానికి నిర్మాణం చేయించి మళ్ళీ ఆ స్టోరేజ్ చేయడం వల్ల పాలేరు చేయడం వల్ల కరెంటు దండలు మినీ దండల ప్రాజెక్టు కూడా కట్టారు. పేరు ఊళ్ళో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయడానికి పప్పు మోడల్ రైతులకు ఉపయోగపడడానికి అన్ని రకాలు మినీ దండల ప్రాజెక్టు ఒకటి. తర్వాత మత్స్య సంపదను పెంచడానికి అవకాశం ఏర్పడింది. జవహర్లాల్లో నాగార్జున సాగర్ డ్యామ్ పెట్టారు. నాగార్జున సాగర్ డ్యామ్ పెట్టిన తర్వాత అది ఆ సాగర్ డ్యామ్ పాలేరులో కలిపారు. పాలేరులో కలపడం వల్ల అప్పుడేమో ప్రస్తుతం స్టార్టింగ్ ఏమో వర్షం వేసుకోవాలండి వ్యవసాయం పడ్డాడు రైతులు. అప్పుడు ఒకసారి వర్షాలు పడకపోతే తక్కువ పంటలు పండగలేదు. ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ సాగకాలం వచ్చి దీనికి ఎప్పుడైతే దీంట్లో కంటారో అప్పుడు ఆ సాగర్ వచ్చి నేను నింపేయడం
We are at the Palau Lake where we are observing the surroundings of the lake.
Here we can see polluted lake water with ichornia plant.
Here we can see that the agricultural waste, sewage, drainage and etc. are being dumped into the lake.
Algae affected water. The algae is formed in the river due to main two types of pollution. They are fertilizers runoff from farms and sewage dumping from sewage plants. Both of these add nitrogen and phosphorus to the water. This increases algae concentration, which lead to the poisoning of water. So we need to try to avoid this kind of pollution.
We also find the mosquito larvae in our study site. We identified that the mosquito larva belongs to Anopheles species by using mosquito habitat mapper app.
Waste present in sewage consumes salt dissolved oxygen, thereby dissolved oxygen, and ultimately fish die due to the lack of the availability of oxygen.
The problems mentioned in the slide are affecting the healthiness of the lake, like sewage discharge, ichornia infested water, contaminated with slime, unchecked effluents, unplanned urbanization, etc.
We can conserve the lake by following these procedures. For example, we can hold Gram Panchayat board meetings and discuss about the conservation and restoration of lakes, and to implement measures to prevent pollution sewage of the lake.
Develop aquatic life. Prevent the encroachment, set up an interagency regulator body. Involve the schools and colleges
By using techniques mentioned in this slide, such as duration, artificial separation, etc., we can reach to the lake.
These are some techniques to control the aquatic plants like manual methods, weed rolling, sediment covers, etc.
Wetland management. Wetland management can be done in many ways. For example, intensive monitoring, interaction and cooperation among various agencies, maintaining important natural processes, conducting regular water quality monitoring, creating buffer zones, etc.
Conclusion. Environmental pressure of unplanned urbanization and growing population have taken its toll on wetlands. Lakes are polluted mainly due to sewage from domestic and industrial sectors. It requires immediate attention from the authorities to restore them.
Finally, I would like to conclude that let our hands together conserve our wetlands where the water exists at or near the earth's surface in our locality.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, kids. Wonderful presentation from your school. And I think this is great. And Pulana, have you joined again? Okay. Can I pass on to Vipra? Small presentation from India again.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Globe Nepal.
How many students are with you?
5 students, sir.
Okay.
We are thankful to Globe Program and Indian Environmental Society for providing us a platform. And the students will be displaying the video presentation on Roper Wetland, which is in Punjab and which is in the Ramsar Convention. I would like the students to display their presentations.
Greetings everyone. We, the students of BCM Arya Model Senior Secondary School, India, wants to first thank the Environmental Society and Global Program for giving us this opportunity to pitch our idea on the Roper wetland. So here are a few glimpses of the same.
BCM Arya, yeah.
Just a minute, ma'am.
An exuberant morning to everyone. Today, we from BCM Arya Model Senior Secondary School are going
Ma'am, are you able to hear?
Yeah, please go ahead.
We are able to hear you, but not the presentation right now.
To present a project on Ropar Wetland. Ropar Wetland is a wetland across Satluj River which attracts migratory birds in winter. Ropar Wetland also
Hello. BCM Arya?
You?
Maybe, yeah.
You can run
I think
for
they, yeah, I think they are having some difficulty connecting with them.
Okay, you can start with them. You can do it for them.
I don't have their
an
presentation.
exuberant morning to everyone. Today we
Should I send you? Wait, ma'am, just give us few
Yeah,
minutes. I will share you the same.
Vipra ma'am, kindly send me the presentation, so I'll share it with you.
Okay. In the meantime, you do
Yeah,
it
Philip.
first road. Road is here.
Yeah. In the meantime, we can start with Philippines. By the time BCM Arya will send me, Philippines can start their presentation if it's okay
Road.
with you.
Road.
I think Joanne is there, Rod. I'm not seeing the Rod.
I'm here,
Yeah,
Dash.
Rod
What is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Road. How are you? Can you like to say a few words?
Well, I hope everybody's fine. Everybody's recovered from the COVID-19, and I can't wait to see you all again face to face. I think there's another Philippine
yes.
center. Oh, there's Joanna.
Can we start with that?
Yeah.
John, can we start?
You're muted, Joanne.
Yes, we can start. It's very noisy in my place because it's currently break time here. So may I call the next presenter? Kindly start presenting. Yes, hi. Okay, maybe call on Christina Shane Mangikmot, Reina Liz May Dadulo, Cian Antoinette Ayeras, Elaine Prizelda. Their study is entitled Testing of pH Level, Alkalinity, Water Temperature, and Soil pH at Wetlands, Parañaque.
Good day to everyone. We are the Hydrosphere team from the Philippines, representing Batasan Hills National High School. And our topic is testing of the pH level, alkalinity, water temperature, and soil pH of the Parañaque wetlands.
Background of the study. Las Piñas Parañaque Critical Habitat and Ecotourism Area, or LPPCHEA, is an idyllic nature reserve located just a few kilometers southwest of Manila. Many migratory bird species can find a home in the mangrove forests, swamps, and coastline of the LPPCHEA. The Freedom Island is an artificial island that is between zero and has a surface area of around 74 acres.
Slide 2, data collection. We collected 4 types of data as mentioned in the title. We collected data of the water pH level, water temperature, water alkalinity, and soil pH level from the samples taken from the Freedom Island beach. pH pH has a strong influence on what can live in the water. Aquatic organisms have certain pH ranges they prefer or require. For example, salamander, frogs, and other amphibian life, as well as many macroinvertebrates, are particularly sensitive to extreme pH levels. Most insects, amphibians, and fish are absent in water bodies with pH below 4.0 or above 10.0. Next, we have water temperature. Because of the warmer water temperature, the spring overturn is followed by a period of rapid growth of microscopic aquatic plants and animals. Many fish and other aquatic animals also spawn at this time of year when the temperatures rise and the food is abundant. Next, we have the alkalinity. Measuring alkalinity is important in determining a stream's ability to neutralize acidic pollution from rainfall or wastewater. It is 1 to acid index. It also affects the amount of nutrients and chemicals that are soluble in soil water, and therefore the amount of nutrients available to plants. Having the correct pH is important for healthy plant growth.
In Site 1, the water temperature in samples 1 is 28 degrees Celsius. In sample 2, it is 29 degrees Celsius. In sample 3, it is 31 degrees Celsius, which averages into 29.3 degrees Celsius. The water pH in sample 1 is 8.87. In sample 2, it is 8.86. In sample 3, it is 8.84. Due to this measurement, we figure out that the samples from this site is alkaline, which has an average of 8.86. The soil pH in this area is 7.7. In Site 2, the water temperature in sample 1 is 28 degrees Celsius. In sample 2, it is also 28 degrees Celsius. In sample 3, it is 30 degrees Celsius, which averages into 29 degrees Celsius. The water pH in sample 1 is 8.68. In sample 2, it is 8.89. And in sample 3, it is 8.95, which averages into 8.84, meaning that it is alkaline. The soil pH is just 8. Overall, the data collected indicates the body of the water in wetlands Paranaque is safe for most organisms and could cause a little to no harm to humans. According to the optimum aquatic pH level, fish can live at pH levels ranging from 6 to 9, plants at pH levels ranging from 6 to 12, and so on. Because of the salinity, the water is considered alkaline and, in most cases, safe for most activities. Because of the basic soil pH level, not all plants can grow in stable conditions, making the area only accessible to plants that require a higher pH level.
Thank you so much for listening to our studies and from the observations from Wetlands Paranaque. We are so happy to have this opportunity to show everyone what we were able to discover and observe from the wetlands. Thank you.
Presentations. How many students you are there in the presentation? Philippines, how many students are there?
There are four students.
Four, and the other presentation?
They were also 4.
So they are 8.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had. Okay, now we have Vipra to you. Are you
Yeah,
ready?
Yeah, let me share her presentation. Just a second.
Good afternoon, sir, ma'am, Globe Program and Indian Environmental Society. I'm thankful to you all for providing us the platform to display the video presentation on the Ropar wetland, which is in Punjab. So I forward to my students.
Should I start for you guys? You are on mute. Yeah, okay.
An exuberant morning to everyone. Today, we from BCM Ara Model Senior Secondary School are going to present a project on Ropar Wetland. Ropar Wetland is a wetland across Satluj River which attracts migratory birds in winter. Ropar Wetland, also named Ropar Lake, is a man-made freshwater riverine and equestrian wetland. The area has at least 9 mammal, 154 bird, migratory and local, 35 fish, 9 arthropods, 11 rotifier, 9 crustacean and 10 protozoan species, making it biologically diverse. This important ecological zone is located in the Shivalik foothills of the lower Himalayas and was created in 1952 on the Satluj River in the Punjab state of India. By building a head regulator to store and divert water for beneficial uses of irrigation, drinking and industrial water supply.
The endangered turtle Chitra indica and the threatened snake python molurus, as per IUCN Red List, are reported to be the resident in the wetland. Considering the wetland's diverse and rich biodiversity, Ramsar Convention has included Ropar Wetland as one of the Ramsar sites among the 21 sites listed under India for the conservation of global biological diversity and for sustaining human life through the ecological and hydrological functions they perform. The wetland is a popular tourist attraction for birds watching and boating. Also, a total of 19 species of trees and 14 species of bushes and grasses are recorded. Of these, the tree species are Acacia catechu, Amalis modesta, Acacia nilotica, Albizia lebec, Azadichta indica, Bombec ceiba, Syzium cumini, and Zizipa jujuba. It is also a major source of fisheries. This was all about Ropar Wetland. Thank you very much for your peaceful listening.
This is wonderful. Kids, you have done wonderful job photographing this wetland. This is great. And you have anything more to add to your presentation?
No, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And now, any more presentation?
No, we don't have any more presentation.
Okay.
I just, yeah, just a suggestion to the teachers. If you haven't registered for this particular symposium, kindly do it on the website so that we can send your certificate to your country coordinator with the correct name of the student as I presented today.
Okay, if you want a certificate, then do that. Okay.
Hannah, I want to say something. I have mailed you on the names of the students.
Okay, not for the presentation that I have got, the presentation that I don't have, because in the presentation there are names of students, so I can prepare from that.
Don't worry. If we have, what we will do, we will send you a couple of days the certificates. If anybody is left over, let us know. We will make you again. Don't worry. We want every participant to have a certificate so that we don't want anybody to miss the certificate. Okay, I see Pom is here. Pom, you would like to say anything from Thailand? Pom?
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
You want to say anything like that?
Actually, no, but I would like to say congratulations to every student to present a wonderful presentation. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Pom. And I
Thank
also
you.
have a new country coordinator from Sri Lanka. If Dilrukshi, if you can open your camera, everybody can see you. Dilrukshi. Dilrukshi is a new country coordinator from Sri Lanka. Are you listening, Dilrukshi?
I think she is not in the. Yeah, she is, but she's on. She's on desktop, so she won't be able to share the camera because that is why.
Okay, now we welcome you. We welcome you, Dilrukshi, as a new country coordinator for Sri Lanka. We hope to see you at the regional meeting in March, and so that you can meet every country coordinator over there. Okay. Now, one thing more I want to mention that now this annual conference registration is open, and I am going to send you the link today to everyone. You can see that, and if you have any question, please get back to me. And okay, then maybe any more, if anybody want to say anything, any participant, any student, any suggestion, any comments, please do that. If anyone has any comments, any suggestion.
No.
Okay.
It's just
Okay. Yash, I know you were very active in Pokhara. You are here. So you want to say anything?
No, sir. I think I'm good right now.
Okay. Yogendra is very active. He is like a rock star in Nepal.
Yeah, he is trying.
We have rock star. Joanne, always I call her rock star. Yeah, no. Great. Okay, if nobody have any comments, any suggestion, we would like to develop a globe star for this symposium. The first part on 8th of December, where we had a large number of presentations from Thailand, and this 2nd Feb, so that we are going to start up we are going to prepare up what do you call a globe star. The globe is asking us, GIU asking us many times, please